Well, good morning everybody. What a beautiful sunny morning we've got this morning. Absolutely lovely out here. A little bit of breeze, but nice to see a bit of sunshine. All's running well at the moment. The pond's well, the fish are well. What I want to do today is I'm going to fit the actual Sieve filter. I was thinking of doing it all in one job with the bottom drains, but I think that would put the pond out of action for too long. I'm going to try to rig a pump up so that I can actually keep my filters going, not at the full pelt like they should be, but I'm hoping it's going to keep the filters going somewhat to keep the bacteria alive, obviously. What I've got to do now is dig all this out again and look at getting that out and the new one in. Okay guys, what I've got here is a 10,000 litre an hour pump, and I've connected it to flexi hose. I shall be dropping that in the pond down the bottom there. That runs up here to the filter house and into the RDF, this end. I'm hoping that's going to keep the flow going through the system. I'm just hoping it's going to pump enough water, but that we shall have to wait and see. So now I'm going to look at getting the sieve filter out, digging out the pipe again. I've got to drop it again as I did before because the sieve filter will be picking up water lower than this one does. So I've got to go down further. Wouldn't have been so bad actually if I was fitting the main pipe. I'm not, I'm just doing this job first and then the other bottom drain pipe work. So I'm going to get that dug out now. Okay guys, I've got the main pump switched off. I'm running on the emergency pump what I'm using, and I'm now just draining the water out of the old sieve. So I've got to wait till that drains out. I've got another pump in there pumping that out. So I'm draining the water out that, and then we can start looking at getting the old one out. I've got the inlets on the RDF blocked off. Got a stopper in this one which I'd got, but I'd only got one. So I've put a 90 and an elbow on the other side. This is so that it doesn't backflow down the pipes, basically, because we're trying to keep some water in there and keeping the actual RDF working. So obviously we've still got flow in there, so it would backflow back towards the sieve. So I've blocked them off best I can. So now it's just a matter of getting this one out once it's drained down. Okay, the job so far. I've got the pump controller in. I've got it actually wired into the time of delay switches, so that's all done in here until I can run the cable from the pump to it. Now out here, the job so far, as you know, the bottom drain does leak that gate valve on there. And just to show you what gate valves are like, the one in here leaks as well. So they're both leaking. I've pumped most of the water out. I've got it cut off obviously, so I can now, I've got to get the rest of that water out and then get the sieve out of the hole. So that's my next job. Okay, it's out. The problem is that 90 and that piece of pipe I've put in the RDF is leaking and it's filling me hole with water slowly. So I've got to get that sort of bunged off as soon as I can, which ain't going to be easy because I've got to dig all that soil out and I've got to pipe this side of the new sieve. But that's the old one, all out. Come out quite easy really, it doesn't weigh much once you got all the water out. But that's the old one out. I've now got to take that non-return valve and everything off that side and fit it to the new one. Well, good morning everybody. What a beautiful morning we've got this morning. I've got to start with a big apology. I didn't get any more video of me fitting the actual sieve filter yesterday for the simple reason it just wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. In fact, it worked out to be quite a bit of a job. What gave all the problems was where I'd blocked the RDF off, or tried to block the RDF off, was dripping back down this pipe, and I was standing in 2 inches of water. I don't know whether you can see it down there. Let's just see if I can get in. But I was standing in 2 inches of water. It's gone down quite a bit now. So I had to get this fitted. I couldn't leave it overnight, else it'd have been half full of water. So I had to get that done and get it done pretty quick. So unfortunately I didn't get much video. It's all in, it's up and it's running. And we're running on the new pump. I've just got all this to fill back in today and get the rest of this sorted out in here, but I just got it up and running. That was the main thing, so that I could stop this water coming back in. It was about 10 o'clock last night I think when I finished and got cleared up, so it was a full day of it, I must admit. But we got it in and we've got it up and we've got it running. I'll just see if I can whip the top off for you so you can have a look. Let's just take this off. Just bear with me. Oh, I can see we've got plenty to clear up after the night. So I've got to clean it out, but it's working spot on. Absolutely. Working really well. So now we'll just run it for a while and make sure everything's okay. But it's caught a lot of stuff last night, that is a fact. So I'll clean that out and then be back with you. Okay, that's it all clean out. Now it's down to just, I can't really see my screen, I'm struggling a bit, the sun's on it. But that's it all clean out. I've just got some little teething troubles I've got to sort out. I want to move this splash guard, just move it away slightly, because as you can see the speed the water's coming in now, it's throwing it up. I just want to move that away a little. That'll soon sort that out. The pump, I don't know whether you can hear it if I'm quiet, but you might just hear it buzzing. Whether I've not got it located properly or just want to move it, there is some sort of vibration coming from the pump. I don't know whether you can hear it in the background, but it is humming a little bit, so I'm going to have a look at that as well. But apart from that, everything looks good. So I'm going to be out here and start finishing it off today, getting all the little jobs done, get this box around it finished off. I'm going to hope it dries out a bit because it's still quite wet in the bottom there. We're down to the clay. The clay in the land's holding it there, unfortunately. So I'm hoping this sunshine dries it out a bit. So that's it, and we're all up and we're running. And overall it seems to be working really well. Now here in the filter house, it's all up, it's all connected. I've just got the cables to sort out, but it's all connected. The aquafilter is shut down. No problems, it does seem to be working well. As you can see down there, That was my shoes from last night. I was just stood in solid mud. It was horrendous and I couldn't get any video done. I just had to get it up and running before it filled the hole with water. But I did, and like I say, it was about 10 o'clock I think when I finally got done last night. But we're there, we're up, we're running, and we're testing it. So it'll be a good run now to see how well it goes and sort any teething problems out. Right, well what I've got here is some dried mealworms, and you watch them go mental. They go absolutely crackers for these things. They absolutely love them. That's their little treat. They go mental for them. If I'd chuck pellets in there, they'd come up and eat them, but they wouldn't be like that with them. They just love these mealworms. The Orf especially, he loves them. I don't know how he can manage to eat so much. And he doesn't miss any. He's straight up to the top and picks them straight off the top. You don't see him miss much. Don't give them too often, once, sometimes twice a week. That's the old prototype, the old sieve filter. We've got it out. It wasn't too bad actually, it's quite light. It looks big, but it was quite easy to lift out. But that's it, all out now, and the new one in. Well guys, as you can see, I've started filling the trench back in. I want to get the lawn turf back on there as quick as I can. Don't want any of that dying off. But in this heat, it's absolutely terrible. The sun's full blast. I'm going to have to be careful of my back up, so I'm going to get it burnt, but we're getting there. I've made a start. Noisy old crows. I've made a start. We're going to get all this filled in now, and then I want to finish that box section off around the sieve filter. I want to get that brought up to the top. And there we go. I've just got to get the grass back in there now, get the turf back on top, and I shall earn myself some brownie points, I reckon. So I'm going to get that done now. And there we go guys. That's got to be worth a few brownie points, surely. All back together. All back together and looking good. We've just got the box in the middle now to finish off, and we're getting there. Wow guys, well, what a scorcher we've had here today. I love it, love sitting out in it, but it's too hot to do much at all, I'm afraid. Boy, it's been hot. Been 30s I would imagine. But it's bringing all the flowers out now. So we're getting a good show of the flowers, even down the bottom of the garden where they're not getting any sun at all. I didn't think they'd do well down there, but they've come out quite nice really. They look pretty decent. It's the wife's choice this year. I like to go for a red. I love a red flower, but the wife's decided to go for pink. But there you go. They look nice across the top of the pond. Just set it off. It's about 24 in the pond I think. I haven't been and looked, but it's about 24 in there. What I'm going to do to finish up is show you a bit of video that I've never took before. I've never even thought about it, to be honest. And I'm going to do a bit of video and leave you with it. So I'm going to wind this up now. So all it leaves me to say is you all take care and stay safe. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy your pond.